Now, as this criminal investigation into 7-year-old Kyron Horman moves forward, the community is trying to come together to do its part to stay positive, and you are invited. There's a candlelight vigil of hope tonight for Kyron Horman. They're having it at the Sunset Presbyterian Church Sanctuary. That's in Northwest Portland. And KOIN Local 6 reporter Araxia Carpadian is there live now. Araxia, I think this is a great way for people to get involved and really just come together and almost support each other in this, too.
Yeah, Kelly, definitely. That's exactly what people have been doing all throughout the day from 10 o'clock this morning until about 6 o'clock. People are welcome to come in, go into the gym. That's where they can go, reflect, have a moment of silence. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, in a couple of hours, they will have a candlelight vigil in the sanctuary. And those who couldn't make it for the vigil made sure to come today during the day to at least pay the respects.
It really hit me hard because I have a couple kids myself, and kids need to be safe. And when they're not safe, it bothers me.
It bothers Don Owen so much that this is how he decided to spend his lunch break.
It hits me, you know. And this is something I can do just to reflect on the situation here.
So he sat quietly for a few minutes and reflected on Kyron's mysterious disappearance.
I've been following the story, and it's inexplicable how this could happen. And I feel for the parents.
Rachel Hansen also feels for the parents. In fact, she went to high school with Kyron's dad, Kane. She wanted to do something to help, so she organized tonight's gathering.
And it does touch close to our hearts because we all have sons, but we all have kids and we're parents, and we would hope that if this happened to us, that somebody would come forward and help us and support our effort to find our own children.
That's something that every parent can understand. Tonight's goal is simple: to keep Kyron's face and name out there.
We want to make sure that people know that he's still missing and he needs to be found and brought home.
And to encourage the community to stay positive.
I'm very hopeful. You have to be hopeful. If you don't, then you're lost. So there's always hope.
There's always hope. And for many who've been touched by Kyron's smile, a moment in this room helps them to continue on. In about an hour and a half at 7 o'clock, again in the sanctuary, the candlelight vigil will be happening. There they will do a reading, there will be some music, people will do some singing. Also, inside that sanctuary, as well as what people have been doing all day, they've been taking this piece of paper and they've been writing notes to Kyron's family as well as Kyron, basically just giving their support, a message that they wanted out there. Those messages will all be collected and a book will be made for Kyron, so when he returns, he'll see how many people in this community were hoping for him and praying for his safe return. And that is still the hope for everyone who's gathered here today. Live in Northwest Portland, Araxia Carpadian, KOIN Local 6.
Well, what happened? Where is he? Today, search teams were back out near Sauvie Island looking for any sign of Kyron. Dive teams and the Sheriff's Marine Patrol spent part of the day searching the Multnomah Channel. And earlier this week, teams on foot and on horseback combed the banks for clues, and officials have not said how or why Sauvie Island is part of this search. That is just one of many unanswered questions in this case, and our reporter Amy Frazier joins us live outside the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. Amy, there seems to be so much secrecy surrounding the investigation. Secrecy, of course, then breeds rumors and speculation, and everyone has a theory. Why so much secrecy?
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. In fact, we tried today to sit down with the sheriff here, but we were told he just didn't have time. In fact, no one from the sheriff's office was available today for an on-camera interview. At the same time, though, we know that investigators are so busy working around the clock to try and solve this case. It's day 12 in the search for Kyron Horman. Today, the sheriff's office released a photograph of what he would look like without his glasses on. Tonight, we still don't know if there are any possible suspects or who exactly the last person was to see the second grader at Skyline Elementary School back on June 4th. Today, some people left flowers and cards on the Horman family's mailbox in Northwest Portland. We were also there today as investigators searched a home across the street looking for possible clues. Now, a former commander of Portland Police Detectives says investigators are doing everything they can to learn more about Kyron and who he had contact with.
You really need to know who's involved, what relationships are out there. It can be anything from friends, family, strangers, you know, staff, anything. You have to look at all those options and eliminate everything.
Yesterday, a white pickup truck was towed away from the family's home. You may remember hearing reports that people living in the area apparently spotted a suspicious white pickup truck the day Kyron disappeared. Well, the sheriff's office tells me that this truck was towed at the family's request to a dealership because of mechanical problems. Now, right now, the command post is still out on Skyline, but we're told starting next week, detectives will work out of a war room here at this building. Reporting live in Northeast Portland, Amy Frazier, KOIN Local 6.
Amy, thanks a lot. And Kyron's disappearance brought a very somber tone, as you can imagine, to the end of the school year at Skyline Elementary today. KOIN Local 6 reporter Tim Gordon was there, and he shows us how everybody pitched in to try to get the kids through it.
While the criminal investigation continues into the disappearance of Kyron Horman, the final day of classes here at Skyline School, and a big effort today to try and make it a good day for students. Parents and kids arrived in the 8 o'clock hour like they have all year, but this day was different. The last day of classes and a summer ahead to look forward to. But they had to do that without 7-year-old Kyron Horman around. No doubt, a tough day for them not to be thinking about that missing second grader, but they tried very hard to make this special. A happy day for the kids, with the district getting Papa Murphy's Pizza up here and a whole bunch of trailblazers up here too, including Blaze, the mascot, and Coach Nate McMillan on hand. Martell Webster via video feed, along with a lot of staffers just wanting to help out.
I can't imagine what the family's going through, and these kids, you know, to have a classmate just disappear without any indication. I'm sure they're asking lots of questions themselves. So we just want to make it fun for them today. So they enter the summer with something a little more positive.
Now, the kids we saw out on the playground this morning seem to be having a good time in between rain showers. But for anyone at the school, students, staff, teachers, having trouble with this over the summer, or if news comes out that's not good involving Kyron, those counselors that have been helping out will be available during the summer months. Reporting in Northwest Portland, Tim Gordon, KOIN Local 6.
Tim, thank you. And our coverage for the search for Kyron Horman is continuing tonight online. We're always on at KOINLocal6.com. There you can watch past stories on Kyron, read the family statements, and also leave and share your comments. Sometimes that helps in the coping process.